amongst women, and blessed are the fruit of thy Lord Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now at the hour of our death. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed are the fruit of thy Lord Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now at the hour of our death.
Oh, my dear, be happy in your misery. For when you dry your eyes, it is to face such pains and trials that you cannot dream of. And I must enlighten you how deep the darkness
or Harry.
Listen! Catch her death. Lucy, what can you be thinking?
Come, Miss Mistress. There's a lad.
Do hurry up, my angel. We'll be here soon.
Tighter, Mina.
I'll hurt you.
No, you won't. I want it tighter. I want you to be able to nip me in. The day they put me in stays and made me wear my hair up, I swore blind if I was to be pinched and skewered, then I was to have the thinnest waist and the highest hair. I wasn't going to suffer for nothing and not be noticed. Oh, Mina, aren't you pretty in your silk? You look good enough to eat.
Hold still. Lucy, we'll be here soon.
And me not done dolling myself. Maybe I'll get him to come and catch me.
But
I said Mina. Maybe I'll take my time and laze and doodle and let my curling tongs go quite cold and let him come and gawp at me in my drawers.
Lucy!
Wouldn't that give him a fright and a sight to remember? What are you going to do before he goes away?
Lucy, I don't know what you mean.
Well, he is your fiancé, for goodness sake. You are practically married.
We are not practically married. It's weeks and weeks just until my birthday. And then he'll go away. And then he'll come back, and then we shall be married.
And him going off on such a long journey. What are you going to give him to remember you by?
My likeness in a locket.
And he'll keep you in his pocket, take you out to look at, and nothing else.
Nothing. As my mother would turn in her grave. I'm supposed to set you an example. You. What about the example naughty little sister set sensible big sister?
It's only tease, only talk.
Well, you watch your mouth, miss.
Sometimes I can't help but think. What? Nothing. Just what? Just, I wish something was going to happen to me.
It will. One day.
It would be so lovely to go on a honeymoon. Oh, Mina, you're so lucky. I wish I was waiting for my wedding dress to come from Paris. I wish I had a Jonathan.
Hands off, miss. He's mine.
He's Mina's. Mustn't forget. Tied and true, and due here any time. Behold, the bridegroom cometh into the life of lovely Wilhelmina Westerman, the 24-year-old heiress and sister to lynx-eyed Lucy. Enter, ta-da, Jonathan Harker, tall, dark, handsome, articled clerk extraordinaire.
Listen here, miss. He got his exams. He passed. He's a solicitor, and you read too many of those penny dreadfuls.
And you know how I like my penny dreadfuls.
How's that?
2 pence coloured. Oh.
Lucy!
Dr. Seward, you bastard!
Oh, come, Mr. Renfield, calm yourself, man. Swallow this opiate. So it make you more lucid.
Lucid. Lucy. She would. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the swallow to catch the spider. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. But I don't know why. Dr. Seward, I feel empty.
You'll feel better, Mr. Renfield.
One might hypothesize, Silverman says, that the animus in its negative demonic phase lures all women away from all human relationships, and especially from all contact with real men.
Empty. They took me and they deloused me. They shaved me and wound me with lies. They wound me like a dog and hooked me up to their bad machine.
And really, Mr. Renfield, what sort of bad machines?
They shoved rubber in my gut to stop it. Gave me something bitter and sweet to bite on. They fastened wires to my temples. My whole mind is a temple, full of precious things for my master to come and worship. Because he's coming in his worship. My master that I worship is coming in his worship. The machine took the current of my memories away. My memories that fed me and fed from me. And bled me like leeches and drained my life away. Now I'm empty. I feed on no life and no life feeds on me.
Correspondingly, the malign or shadow animal of man involves him in those neurotic pseudo-intellectual dialogues that inhibit him from getting into direct touch of life, so that starved for spontaneity and outgoing feeling, he cannot live it.
Oh Lord, I do sympathise with those who think it difficult to distinguish the afflicted from the physicians in this institution. Dr. Goldman cries of crabber.
It's fat with life, strong with life, and gives life to me. Very good, very tasty, very wholesome. I know a doctor who should try some.
Suggested insect.
Some life.
In Mr. Renfield's case, I recommend that his medication be continued. Increasing by 2 milligrams per day over the course of the next 2 weeks of my absence. Diet, minimum stimulus, pulses, no stimulus. Good God! Jonathan Harker, I do believe. Well, yes, it is Jonathan Harker. What's he doing down below that undergrowth? Orderly! Orderly! There's drink water. Will you please go down to the grounds and fetch that man taking photographs of Carfax? And tell him Dr. Seward. No. Tell him that Seward Major requires the presence of Harker Minimus forthwith. Oh, go on, man. We'll know exactly what you mean.
Dr. Seward. Dr. Seward. They put things in my food, they do.
Young Jaunty Harker. Well, well.
The Belgians of Bedlam Sans Merci, Doctor, they're poisoning me.
Carfax. Why the devil anyone would want to photograph an old architectural monstrosity like that is utterly beyond me. Happy days, eh? And now, young Jaunty Harker is engaged to be married. Well, I read the announcement in the Times. Miss Westman, then? The sugar millionairess? Well, I thought to myself, that's marrying trade. I suppose these days, being the youngest son of a baronet didn't pay many bar bills.
These scholarship boys always were the worst snobs. Mina is the loveliest girl who ever lived. I should marry her if she had two breast bodies rubbed together.
Oh, Harker, Harker. Jaunty, my dear friend, I am only teasing you. Well, I'm sure Miss Westerman is charming in every way, or you'd not love her.
She is beautiful, and brave, and clever.
And sweet.
And sweet. She's not married enough, avoiding matrimony like the pits of hell.
I'm not married. Yet. Jonathan, when I was 20 and hard on my studies, I thought I would marry at 25. At 25, I thought 30 was a fine age for a man to settle down. And now I'm 30 and... well,
Don't leave it too long, God.
I won't leave it too long. What woman, though, would marry into a madhouse?
Plenty do.
Yes, but my wife would have to do so knowingly.
Dr. Seward!
leave.
Holidays. Honestly, Jonathan, holidays bore me. I don't know what to do myself for the first couple of days. I read, toss, turn. Mostly I'm just glad to be back with my duties and sure I'm doing something useful again.
Come with me.
What?
I mean it. You'll enjoy it. Tonight I catch the overnight from King's Castle with you. And I'll be spending 2 or 3 days with my leader before I go on a long business trip.
Ah, to meet your foreign nobleman. Did I get you right? You've actually managed to fucking carve that.
A very desirable woman. Ask the estate agent, he'll tell you so himself. Castellated dwelling house. Late medieval, bought with numerous additions from later centuries. Notably a fine Tudor gingerbread chimney and cheap priest hole. Rain cupola, 3-inch drawing room featuring fine iron fireplace, etc., etc.
Yes, well, a bit too gothic for my taste.
Oh, he loves it.
And does he know his soon-to-be next-door neighbours here are somewhat...
Batty. Mr. Hawkins and the estate agent, we did the deal with not something strictly relevant.
Poor man. He doesn't know what's in store for him. On the night of the full moon when all the lunatics...
Go loopy, do they? Does the moon actually...
Oh, of course not, Jonathan. Sheer superstition and stories. Now I'm afraid that all the clinical, if not the neurotic mental illnesses, are all simply a matter of the imbalanced complex chemicals of one cortex of the brain. Your Count Dracula will find that we have our inmates tame and docile, and not at all antisocial as neighbours.
But you'll come to Whitby.
No, Jonathan. I think not.
Yes, Arthur. Come on one condition. That you make quite sure you don't let my mean to make a Bosworth holiday out for you. See, she has this little sister, Lucy. Sweet kid, really. Mean words tell me about her. But you see, last year after that father died, Lucy went into a sort of decline. Got terribly feeling somewhat feverish in her behaviour.
Did she have a lack of normal female functions?
How on earth would I know?
Oh, forgive me. I am a doctor. I forget alternative labels. It's probably simple girlish hysteria, attention-seeking behaviour, or whatever the Silvermans and Goldmans say. 9 times out of 10, some rest, companionship, exercise, mental and physical. And wait for Mr. Miss to go out of this.
Who should come?
I'll come. Why not? As long as we can travel first class. Come, let's sort out the tickets.
Now, if I do as I intended and come back to the office, my husband can arrange this for all 4
Miss Bell?
My secretary.
Stenographer, and what's she like to work late at the office with?
Miss Bell? A peach. A puppet. Actually, yes, she is quite delicious.
And you are a married man.
Practically yield my temptation.
Well, clearly I'm in the wrong job. What have I got with duck-faced, blue-stocking Austrian nurses and doctors with bad breath? Tickets!
But Arthur, if all I've heard about nurses is true, then...
No shadow. In the mirror he makes no reflection. He has power over the wolves and the strength of 10 men or more. Now we see how the evil is come amongst us in a mist which he creates out of himself, or as moonlight rays of elemental dust, like those evil brides in Castle Dracula.
Kick the shit out of him!
My master will bless you. He'll punish you. My master is at hand and I'm here to obey his every command. See the moon, Mr. Drinkwater, how sweetly she sails. She wax once she wane, and my master, he come again. Oh yes, nurse Christ, him come, and me, I sit with my pretty birds in the wilderness, pretty ones, how they do flatter. The struggling sacrifice, nurse Christ, ain't it nice? That do quicken the heart, that give a little flatter.
Oh, mad bastard! Why do I not come to you alone? Drinkwater, put it down report. Surveying orders. And him, fucking beggars in his teeth. Eating sparrows.
Prophet in the wilderness proclaiming his coming. Full moon when next she sails, I sail with her. I come!
If at first we must batter down the gates of hell, then we will smash through and kill him, so we all can live.
All right. Positively the last letter before lunch. But only if you promise to help me finalise the guest list after.
Watch the birdie.
And don't I put a pretty picture? I'm sure I'm just as fast a typist as your Miss Thing.
Miss Bell.
What's she like, anyway?
Who?
Miss Bell.
A dragon. Absolutely.
All right. Fire away.
What?
Your letter.
Okay. Are you in a position to take a little dictation?
I'm all ears and fingertips.
Very well, Miss Westerman. Take a letter. Messrs. Hardcastle Hawkins and Harker, solicitor at law number 7, The Crescent, etc. To Count Vlad Dracula.
Gentlemen first, Rory. Yes.
Sorry, miss.
Yes, thank you. Yes, that's enough.
Leg or breast, Mr. Jonathan?
Pardon?
The chicken's leg or breast?
A leg. A breast. Could I have a piece of peace, please? Sorry.
Sorry, Mr. Jonathan, sir.
Just a little. No, that's too much. Fine. Thank you, Florrie.
No thanks, no. I'm not in the least bit hungry.
Lucy, you ought to have a little.
Try some, Lucy. For me, please.
No. Thank you.
A little more, Mr. Jonathan.
Saucy.
That's quite everything for now. Thank you, Florrie.
This sauce is absolutely delicious.
And so, Arthur, not wearied of our company yet. We are flattered we could amuse you.
Indeed not. I have spent 3 of the loveliest days of my life here with you. And Lucy. Oh, the air is like champagne.
Very salty champagne.
I am sorry I've had to be so possessive of Jonathan, Arthur. Oh, business to do with the wedding. Decisions to be made.
But I hate making decisions.
And don't I know it. Honestly, Arthur, you'd think the most brilliant young solicitor of his generation would be able to choose between red roses and white for the floral arrangements.
Arthur.
Well, I don't see that it matters, Mina. As long as you marry me soon.
It's soon, all right. The fabric for our dress is not yet arrived.
I see you not find it difficult to amuse yourself with Arthur.
Clearly not. Lucy and I have been walking and riding. Yesterday we went sea bathing,
I did not go in.
but you watched me.
Arthur swam so far out, Mina. He got smaller and smaller and smaller till his head was just a little dot in all the heaving grey ocean. I got frightened and I called him. I screamed.
Dear Lucy, I was all right. Everything was under control. I'm a very strong swimmer. Everything was quite all right.
My sister gets very nervous about things, Arthur.
Oh yes, crazy Lucy. Mad, sleepwalking, skinny Lucy with her migraines and over-vivid imagination. I know what you say about me behind my back, you bitch! Mina, I wish you wasn't my bloody sister.
Oh, Lucy, pet. Don't,
Leave her, Jonathan. She's only after attention.
don't you think she should get some?
Sheer tantrum.
Arthur, don't you
I'm
think...
afraid I cannot take Lucy as any kind of patient, or give you any advice concerning her, for personal reasons and for ethical reasons. Well, you see, this afternoon, I asked Lucy if she would consent to be my wife. She said yes.
Arthur, you old devil. Mina, I had no idea.
My sister, Dr. Seward, is 18 years old. A child. I should think someone of your age must see she's far too young and unstable to enter into such an arrangement.
Mina.
Miss Westerman, I'm sorry to have sprung this news on you so precipitously. It must come as a shock. I hope you will learn in due time that your sister's happiness is my every desire and concern. Now, if you'll excuse me, with your permission, I'll go to your sister and see if she'll walk me in the garden, well wrapped up, of course. I'll see if I can be of any comfort to my fiancée.
Oh, Mina.
Jonathan, I am so sorry. What must your friend think of me? Oh, man.
It's all this wedding business. Lists, flowers. Who cares? Come with me. Come with me and marry me in London tomorrow. We can make a mad honeymoon out of my business trip. You can be my secretary.
Jonathan, my inheritance?
Don't, let's wait for it. I don't care about the money. We don't need the money.
You must be mad, Jonathan. I'm just being silly. I'm sorry, sweetheart. It's all this wedding business. Jonathan, please. Please don't go to Europe tomorrow. Don't go away.
Oh, Mina. Mina, whatever is the matter?
Such dreams, Jonathan. Such horrible, horrible dreams and premonitions. I'm just being silly.
Let me come and sleep with you tonight.
Jonathan!
Let me come. I'll hold you close and keep all the bogeymen away.
Jonathan, we cannot. Not here at Hartwood. Mrs. Manners would know. And Florrie. Lucy and everyone.
I'll sleep in secret when everyone is asleep. Damn it, who cares if they know? I love you. Let me love you.
We must wait until our wedding.
Mina.
No, Jonathan. I mean it. Absolutely not. You can come and stay with me tonight. If you promise not to go away tomorrow.
I cannot do that, Mina. Mr. Hawkins, the senior solicitor, has trusted me with all vital business to do with the count. It's my career.
God
Mina.
forbid you should jeopardize your precious career on my account.
Mina.
And now, I'm going to see my sister and her fiancé. My apologies to them for my behaviour. I pray she may be happier in her betrothal than I am in mine. Don't dare come after me. Go away!
Jonathan, that whatever the outcome, you will one day be happy. You have done everything you humanly can. Almost more.
Not hungry!
Oh, take a bit, do then. Must be famished. Bastard clever doctor put you on starvation rations. He don't care. Dr. Seward, Dr. Seward. Mr. Renfield get another sparrow. He did, sir. Coughed up not half hour late with a pool of puke, blood and feathers. I wouldn't treat a dog like he treats you, Mr. Renfield. I'd call it a sin. Sparrow? Doctor bloody gone away, eh? Well, stands to reason. There's just no knowing how far a man will go till he gives you nothing. Oh, poor Mr. Renfield. Sick as a dog. Poor lamb.
Great cock rubbing, my head is throbbing, the sweet sound of sobbing, sobbing, sobbing.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. But I'm the one that's got to keep it up. Now, what I've got, it's not a lot, and it's not hot. But what I've got, I'll give it all to you, Mr. Enfield. Look at me! You madman! That's the last time I ever try to help you.
Come into my parlor, said the spider to the fly. Perhaps you'll die. Perhaps you won't die. Would you care to dine with me? Would you care to die with me? Something inanimate, something on a plate is something I hate. See, it's not nice eating dead things. Not nice to take a bit out of something that can't bite back. I call that necrophiliac. Now, what a very savoury appetite, not polite, not something blood heat. That's what I call sweet. If it moves, ha! Eat it! Yes, come into my
5 p.m. May the 1st. The wildest and least known places in Europe. What sort of places I embarked, and amongst what kind of people.
Denn die Toten reiten schnell. The dead travel fast, Mr. Harker.
Count Dracula.
Lass, I am Dracula. Welcome. Enter of your own free will. Come freely, go free. Leave something of the happiness you bring.
Jonathan Harker. Count Dracula. I have to say, my journey has been a nightmare.
Come, welcome. Liberty hold you, dear friend. Remember, mine is yours.
If it wasn't for storms and lightning fit to split the skies, the wind, the wolves, you should have heard them.
Harker Jonathan.
Sorry?
Apologies. I use my country's habit of putting the patronymic first. Jonathan. Mr. Harker, my friend. But evidently one of those that have ears to hear, yes? But I have manners of a barbarian, yes? You are hungry. Deadly so. Brika Hen is among our peasants. Something of a national dish. Feast days. The day you deliver yourself to me, that is feast day, yes? Certainly.
You are not dining yourself.
Forgive. I have supped early. Good.
Very strange seasoning. I've been collecting quite a recipe here in your country. I hope my Mina will establish my cooker's staples in our household. Have you ever tasted rubber steak? It's bits of bacon, onions, and mushroom or two, and it's sort of skewered.
No, Mr. Harker. I do not care to eat this rubber steak. Excuse me. My appetites have grown capricious in their old age. Not everything agrees with me. Nevertheless, I know what I like. Simple things. This. My Carfax is a fine gas.
The castle. While, a letter from Mr. Hawkins. Forgive me. It's you have seen the photographs I sent, haven't you? A substantial mansion should make a fine home.
Every Englishman's home is his castle, don't you say so? I shall make me a fine Englishman. Carfax is a strange name, yes? Perhaps in French. Quatre face. Such corruption of language interests me much. 4 sides. Well, I guess there are at least 4 sides to every question. Is that not so, Mr. Harker?
Yes, I do have to agree. My Mina would say that's the problem with me. I can see something to be said for them all.
So you cannot make up your mind, Mr. Harker? Perhaps one of your friends will have to make it up for you. My friend, I am sorry. I have a little society. You may well imagine. I make you uncomfortable because I lose my likeness of touch. So who is this Mina? She is your wife.
Practically. We marry on her 25th birthday in September.
You have a likeness of her.
Just some photographs we took in the summer house they have at Whitby.
Wait. Is it by seaside?
Oh, yes. It's on the Yorkshire coast in a rather fine resort. My Kodak again.
Very nice.
It's a rather fine resort.
Remarkable girls. There are 3 of them. Which is your Mina? Usual English name this?
Not very. Yes, no. She's the one in the middle. And that's her sister, Lucy.
They are not alike, these sisters.
Nina and Lucy. Good Lord, no chalk and cheese.
Night and day. She looks familiar almost. Feel like I know her. She has a Slavic face, this Lucy.
Yes, we do have to agree. I believe I saw my sister-in-law nearly every serving that I brought me my supper in this country. It was very disconcerting, I have to tell you.
And you have tasted the wine of this country.
Sorry.
The Old Decay. I am told it produces quite a queer sting on the tongue, but not unpleasant. I am sorry. You were discussing the ladies. Gentleman's privilege, yes? So who is the 3rd flower in this English garden?
But that's Florrie. They're maid.
3 pretty maids all in a row. And you, Mr. Harker, you have picked the queen among princesses, yes? Proper English rose. It's a wonderful thing, this photography. I am sure portrait painters do not agree with us. Each common clerk can keep his duchess in separate. Inside his big skin wallet.
I'll take your photograph. You'll love it. Of course, we'll have to wait for the sunlight tomorrow. I'll have...
No, Mr. Harker! You may not take my photograph. Too old and dry to say cheese and pose before your magic gadget. Believe me, it simply won't turn out. You find my country beautiful. You took many snaps.
Very. Such change in landscape. Climate here.
Good. And my people?
A fascinating mixture. Such kind-hearted people, but very, very superstitious.
Folklore, my friend. You write it down in your recipe book. Fascinating mixture. Mixture is true. You are at the heart of Europe. Deeps of the dark forest. It's black art. My country is a crossroads. No, I do not like this symbol. My country is a worm. Blood. Zerk. The Hun, the Magyar, the Turk. Came. Conquered. Was conquered. Bred and he bled. There have been so many battles on this soil that the earth itself. You have a phrase, I think, in your Bible. Flesh is grass. I wish to turn this upside down. In my country, grass is flesh.
I hope we are done with war and bloodshed. Surely as the 20th century dawns, mankind will see sense.
20th century? Why? Despise this 20th century. Disgusting.
But it's barely even begun yet.
Habsburgs, Romanovs, Mongols, upstarts. My race, Jonathan. My house. We should Achilles of the noble line of Dracula. Little Dragon. Always glad to receive the bloody sword.
Well, one would think he'd been present at all these battles.
To a boy. Pride of house and name is his own pride. Their glory is glory. Their fate is fate.
I believe a man will make his own fate in the world, whatever.
Ah, democracy. 20th century, yes. Warlike days are over. Blood is too precious in these days of dishonorable peace. But you have come far. It's many days since you leave the Orient Express. It smells of linen, leather, button carriage cloth, Turkish cigarettes, if I remember well. Yes, I must move. Among men. You can divert. My friend can tell me his traveler's tales. Take me out of my cell.
I don't think I can. So, one on the road. Trains, traps, diligences. Why, I even travelled a day by farmer's cart once, so my connection is by more than 5 hours. His wife. Precious crucifix on it.
Ah!
It wouldn't take long for an answer.
Throw it away! This ugly thing.
You shouldn't dream of doing so. Such a lovely face she had.
Simply meant, my friend, that it was lead face. I am somewhat of old snob. I cannot bear what is not old. Fine, precious, beautiful. That is why I live here. All alone with my memories. Splendid scrolls of my ancestors. If you throw that Eden peasant thing out of the window, replace it with gold.
I must keep it. It's a gift. In good faith.
My friend, if you did not have such a warm heart, you would have very little to offer me indeed. Believe it. Your Mr. Hawkins writes well of you here. The energy, talent, faithful disposition. Thrown him into my service will, fully confident, put itself to your every use and render him malleable to your every instruction. So, tomorrow morning you will write to Alfred, and to any other who will wish rather. Tell him you stay with me 1 month from now.
A month. But the business we have to do, while complicated, cannot take more than a few days to complete.
But my friend, I want you for conversation.
Conversation.
Your wonderful English language is a living thing, yes. I do not possess it.
Country command is marred.
Dry, lively dust on every syllable. I know the grammar and the words, but I do not know how to speak.
Your English is excellent.
To my books, friends whom I love, I have traveled all over your great country without leaving my own armchair. Pressed by the throng of your London crowd, its brown fog, flow with them over London Bridge to the heart of the city. The rush of humanity, its life, its change, its death, all that makes it what it is. Books are good, but I lack the living tongue.
Well, I'm no philologist.
I will not have you so. I want you because you are young. Ordinary, yes. Splendid specimen of the upright young man. Good, slangy. So, I drink in your every word, digest it. And I shall put on my straw hat, come out of the garden of my confidence. Real Englishman.
Count, I cannot say.
Shh. No such thing as cannot. Sleep first. Tomorrow morning, believe me, you will feel differently. There'll be one axiom in human affairs, that be it. Listen. Listen to the children of the night. music they make.
Music?
Yes, music. They do so but know this melody by heart the first time you hear it.
They curdle my blood.
Come, Mr. Harper. Blood is not so easily curdled. In milks of kindergarten, perhaps, tells of a big bad wolf might. What do you say? Scare the pretty chosen witless? Man whose heart is wintered enough for him to be birdsome. He hears the wolf sing to the moon his own sometime desolation. Quickens the hunter. In his heart he runs with the grey pack in the night. You see them flowing like the racked wind over Russia, pouring load in the blown grasses over the steppes. Outside, that black forest, their eyes are more than the stars, twice as secret.
They ringed our coach. The horses plunged and stopped stock still. I saw them in the full moonlight, with white teeth, red tongue, shaggy hair.
Dogs of nature.
The other passengers were frightened. There was a girl. She was terrified. She taught me words. Hakon, or dog, Shajorjak. She said werewolf.
Satan, hell, vampire. My friend, girl is superstition. I'm sure your reason tells you so. These, outside you hear howling, are real wolves, all animals. Werewolves are wolves, and never more shall be wolves. Jonathan, I make a joke. It's good now. You see what life you bring to my conversation already. But I overtime. Come. You shall make your toilet, and I shall make your bedroom. No keeping of servants so deep in the wood. So I, my friend, tonight I will be happy to lay the valet, the chamber, whatever you will. You getting so tired, wishing no dreams to disturb your rest. So, Jonathan Harker, you've had a long and difficult journey. At last you've reached your destiny.
Destination.
You see how I need you for a teacher?
Florrie, you must be beginning to settle in.
Yes, miss.
Are you happy here?
Happy, miss.
I hope for you to be happy, Florrie.
Yes, miss.
Don't yes, miss me. It's not very familiar.
No, miss.
Don't you think we could all work together, be, what's that cliche? One big, happy family?
Yes, miss.
Call me Mina. Florrie, we want but 1 year to a brand new century. Times are changing. We'll have no more mistress and servants. I don't believe in them.
No, miss. But you will still pay me wages, though.
Of course. Silly goose. Florrie. Florrie, I know my sister can be a little odd sometimes. Will you help me?
With Miss Lucy?
With Lucy.
Yes, miss. Yes, Nina.
has a shadow on her lung. Such night sweats. You must have seen how thin or frail she is, and last winter she coughed up blood. Pa called hard as soon as Dr. Payne made his diagnosis. Pa, he didn't realise how ill he was himself. Lucy always was a daddy's gal, and he'd have done anything to make her well. The sea air and so forth.
Well, he was right to buy Hartwood. Whitley's is a right famous curative. It's one of the top bottle and painted, and they'd make a bottle too if they could. Tonic them sea bruises. They clear the cobwebs.
Dr. Seward, her fiancé, says we have to be very careful. We must keep our dear Lucy away from the chills of the evening and the dampnesses of dawn.
Why, Miss Lucy, whatever is the matter?
Lucy,
Oh why can't the little girl marry 3 men at once? Or at least as many want her.
3?
Poor Edgar Holman asked me to marry him yesterday. He was so sweet, Mina, I broke his heart. And when he saw me cry, he said he was a brute for upsetting me. And today, Quincy Morris. Oh, Quincy, I am sorry, but I am promised to Dr. Seward, whom I love more than all the world.
Should have thought you'd enjoy being so proposed to, Miss Lucy.
Oh, Florrie, I am so miserable.
There.
Lucy, don't be so silly. Don't be so shallow.
Shallow?
Lucy, I'm sorry. I'm very tense. I'm not quite myself. I can go for a walk. I'll go past the post office and see if there's any mail. Florrie, look at the mess in there. Things everywhere. Go tidy up.
Yes, Mina.
Change the flowers in the drawing room. Straighten those antimacassars in the parlour.
Yes, miss.
You mustn't mind Mina, Florrie.
No, miss.
I know sometimes she's a little odd.
Yes, miss.
Abrupt almost. I know she's sharp sometimes, but she's upset. Naturally. All this time and not a scrape of the pen from Jonathan. But she means well, Florrie. We're both terribly pleased for you.
Yes, miss.
I didn't think we'd find anyone else who'd do it for us.
Well, the fine suitors will find that out for sure, Miss Lucy, never fear. You might even find yourself disheartened by how quickly they forget you.
I don't think so, Florrie.
No, miss.
Do change the drawing room flowers. Those roses are so funereal. Something pretty to cheer Mina up.
Servants. Oh, don't believe in servants, don't you? That's very interesting. Better pinch yourself, Florrie, me girl. Look in the mirror. See if you're real.
All men are madmen, in some way or another. And you deal with your madmen in one way, so that the world will deal with God's madmen in another.
Sleep well and you dream well. But you have got yourself, oh, careless and shaven. Little ruby trickles down your throat. Not thrown away the sheep toilet. Jonathan is very sentimental. Careful how you cut yourself. More dangerous than you think in this country. You will remember.
Count Dracula, you have to let me go.
Jonathan, though I love to have you here, stay till.
Why might I go tonight?
Because my horsemen and coaches are away.
Count Dracula, please.
Of course, Jonathan. You are uncomfortable here, you must leave at once.
You'll let me go?
Of course. Open the doors immediately. Here is my key. Bye. Bye, my dear friend. Remember, as they say, welcome the coming, speed the parting guest. What? Not go. Let's sleep on the day. Let me advise you, sweet Jonathan, not try the locked doors. This castle is very old. They have many members. Only in your own chamber. Here as elsewhere, are bad dreams for those who sleep unwisely.
Mina!
Yours is the right to begin.
He is young and strong. You first.
You think so? Should I leave you some? There are kisses for us all.
Plenty.
A sweet sufficiency. Give it to me, Jonathan.
Who are you?
Lucy.
How dare you touch him, any of you? How dare you cast your eyes at him when I forbidden it? Back! All of you, back! Give back!
You yourself have never loved. You never love. You cannot love.
Yes, I can too love. You yourself, you can tell it in the past. Is it not so? I am done with him. You shall kiss him at your will. Now go.
And us? Are we to have nothing tonight?
book of moons defend ye, that of your 5 sound senses you will never be forsaken.
There, Miss Mina. Hush now.
Those women, my God, help me. Mina has nothing in common with them.
For once I will yourself abroad to beg your patience.
I had the key in my hand, and I traded it for a hint of a kiss from that.
Where are you, my darling?
Feeling drink of lonely, someday more may be not afraid, your tongue will injure nothing.
Please be safe.
The devil's bride.
Please. No, Florrie. Don't make me.
Bastard! Like higher manner, they only sing a song that's loud, clear and pure in their fat faces!
I will get free. I'll die trying.
In a host of furious bodies, the rabbi and commander, my burning spear on a horse of it, for the wilderness I wander!
It's still so foggy.
I honestly do think another layer of Brussels lace mix. Just peeping out from under. Bro, that's what we call such a thing. A real pea soup was spoiling for a storm. You can't see where the sea ends and the sky begins.
Can't see a blind thing. Nothing.
All grey except that grass standing out, that hectic green and all creation's bristling. Them foul rags of cloud that do always be a sign. But I also do think another flams will do it, miss, without we get too fancy. You'll see, Miss Mina, you'll get 5 letters all at once. It'll be the fog delaying the ship in.
Done my darts yet, Florrie? Fine bridesmaid I'll be. Mina, you're not worrying again. Mr. Hawkins said not to. He's not. I'm sure Jonathan's fine. Look at your lovely dress. I do envy you.
It's a dress.
Your wedding dress. It's beautiful.
Lucy, I don't think I'll ever wear it.
But the moon's my constant mistress, and the lovely hour mine. Master! 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 Master!
Lucy, back to bed. It's not morning yet.
Coming. Come,
Lucy, come on.
What's happened, Mina? Oh, Mina, what's happening?
I've been sleepwalking against sweetheart. It's alright. It's only the thunder rumbling. Everything is alright.
Mina? Oh, Mina, look!
Last night though, such a storm. What stories people do tell. Down at the dairy this morning they were all agog about that ship. Nonsense and superstition. Not one dead man lashed to the wheel. Hands stiff round a crucifix. And the chain wound so tight it cut straight through the white wristband. And in his pocket, writing about how the ship was haunted, how one by one sailors' jets, overboard or eaten, must have gone mad on a long voyage with the lack of vitals. But oh, what a storm, eh? Mother and father of a tempest.
And the air this morning is so sweet. You think it'll never get dark again.
With that black door, what happened, Mina?
I saw it. As the boat struck the shore, it leapt from down under the hold to dry land in a single bound and off over the north cliffs like black wind.
Miss Lucy, are you alright? You do look ever so pale.
Nothing. I've got a visitor. Must have come at night. My friend. My bloody friend.
The curse.
Oh, Miss Lucy, come on, why didn't you say so? Do you feel poorly, you poor thing? Come on, you can have a lie down, we'll get you a hot water bottle and a herb tea.
Oh, nonsense, Florrie.
We've got to learn not to give in to such weaknesses. Exercise. Exercise like the lady doctor in Ladies' Home Companion recommends. Swedish calisthenics. And no whinging or the gentlemen that never treat us as equals.
No gentleman need ever know.
Don't you always feel unclean? Friend. Friend. How queersome friend.
Indeed, Lucy. And it's many women would be glad to see such a friend. You see, poor Fanny Waller in our village, as was not born right, with a humpback, a hare lip and a port wine birthmark, and about 6 3/4 short of a shilling. So you'd think no man alive would be inclined to take advantage of her. She went 3 months and never had to delve into the racket. Until finally, her mum took her to go see the wise woman. Wise woman pressed on her belly and said, "Can you feel anything?" "No," says poor Fanny. "Just sometimes like a little bird fluttering." "Well, did you not feel that little bird go in?" says the wise woman. "No," says poor Fanny. Well then, by Christ, you'll feel it come back out again." Well, I suppose the sea daughter's got to laugh. Otherwise, I think we just cry.
Miss Mina! This is for you.
He's safe. Oh, he's safe, Budapest. I must go to him. Florrie, pack for me straight away. 1 change of dress. I must get the tickets.
Miss Mina, you can't go all the way to
Budapest. He's been ill.
He's in a convent hospital, but he is better.
Where is Budapest? You can't go off to foreign places on your own. Florrie's right. I'll come with you.
No. Of course I must. To Jonathan. To my husband.
But Miss Mina, are you sure?
Of course. Florrie. Lucy. Oh, Lucy, laugh at me. My darling is safe.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew everything will be all right.
I have a simple life. I have a reason. I work with heavy heat yet feel lonely.
Don't go to her. Twice daily for 3 days, twice daily for 2, and then twice a week until the mania is abated. Family duties, Mrs. Renfield. Our future wife. You patients forget even we doctors have social lives, eh?
She'll let him in and that'll get you. She's sewer whore, her. Dr. Seward, you here? Oh, sweet Lucy in the daylight, so polite. She got doors sewn up, oh no sweat. Come night, they're all mad up in Yorkshire. You know, set a screw Lucy's, who doesn't? She ride him all ragged round and round and round and round. East riding, west riding, north and south. Forgot to watch her mouth. Virgin bride, swallow his pride. She'll let him in and that'll get you.
To the north.
Nonsense. You're light as a feather.
They were floated onto my lap as I sat on the terrace watching all the swallows gather under the eaves.
Off to Africa.
What?
Winter in the wall.
Maybe, when your sister returns, we'll send you and Florence to some spa day. Fine ladies, eh? How about we let Florence make us comfortable?
Sorry, don't! You can't bear to look at myself.
Once we get the roses back in your cheeks.
Don't light that lamp!
Why ever not, miss? You can't see beyond your own nose.
Because all the pretty verdant flying things, they fly into the flame, singe their wings.
Dizzy outcomes.
Florrie, I'm so frightened.
Don't say that.
It was so strange, Florrie.
Sleeping. you deaf out there so far now in our night dress?
No. I didn't quite dream. It felt real. It was real. Through streets, over bridges. A fish leaped as I went by and I leaned over to look at it and dogs howling. The whole town full of dogs howling all at once. Faster, faster, faster. Up hundreds of steep steps to the graveyard. The only place in all the world I felt I ought to be. I was asleep like something long and dark with red eyes like sunset and something very sweet and very bitter all around me at once and sinking into deep green water, singing into my ears, drowning. Then everything passing away from me, my soul from my body, and it seemed to float about the air. The West Lighthouse was right under me, the sort of agonizing feelings of being in an earthquake. And I came back, and you shaking my body, I saw you before I felt it. Florrie!
Bad dreams.
Every night, Florrie, flapping and scratching at the window.
Moths at the pane. A loose sash rattling. A rat to hind at the window. But Miss Lucy, bogies is all kinds of things.
Don't tell me it doesn't exist.
No, Miss Lucy, I didn't say bogies didn't exist. I just say bogies is all kinds of things except bogies.
Florrie, I'm so frightened.
There's no use being frightened.
And I think you're frightened too. No. You're sad. Why are you sad, Florrie? You miss your sweetheart.
How do you know I've got a sweetheart?
I know things, Florrie. I know more than people think. I'm not just a little girl, Florrie.
No, miss.
Is he a gentleman?
Who, miss?
Your gentleman, your lover.
No, miss, he's a soldier.
What's his name?
Jem, miss.
Jem. You're precious.
I suppose he's alright. Sometimes.
Florrie, do you let Jem love you?
What do you mean, miss?
Oh, Florrie, you know what I mean. I'm not a child. Is it nice, Florrie?
Well, it must be with it being so popular.
Is it absolutely the most sweetest, marvellous, magical thing you ever...
It's alright at the time.
Oh, Florrie, what's it like?
Very strange, but very ordinary.
Florrie, don't you think Arthur is the only man in the world for me? He's so clever, Florrie. A brilliant man. And he has the most remarkable mind. And he dragged himself up by his own bootstraps just like Papa. He's so good and fair and so reliable.
Miss Lucy, you'll tie yourself out to Arthur.
He steadies me so. Is your Jem steady?
No, miss.
When he goes, will you miss him terribly?
He's not gone yet. He goes tomorrow, miss him then.
But there's all night tonight, isn't there?
But there's all night tonight. Miss Lucy.
Oh, Florrie, of course you can. A secret. Now, I don't dare come back until after breakfast tomorrow.
Everyone decent? May I come in?
Oh, Arthur, of course you can. The last roses of summer. Arrange them for me, Florrie.
Florrie,
Arthur.
is she any better than she was yesterday?
Well, she's not any worse.
Sorry. Florrie, thank you for telling me.
Mrs. Manners did right to write. She wasn't sure.
She did the right thing, Florrie. I've sent a letter off to my friend in Amsterdam. I've asked him to come urgently.
What are you two plotting about?
I'm just asking how you're doing.
Well, if you want to know about my bowel movement, I wish you'd ask me.
Lucy!
Roses. Roses. Oh, I do love roses. So sad when all the pretty petals fall. Mina and I used to gather up all the petals in the garden when we were little and put them in a jar with rainwater and try to make perfume. Did you ever do that, Florian?
I suppose all little girls did, miss.
But after a week it festered. Stink and fur. So then we'd turn it into poison. We'd put it in, a dead mouse and a piggy and poison pods off all the lupins. It was even better fun making poison than making perfume. Don't you think anyone would rather?
I suppose most people prefer the perfume, miss. Others easier.
Off you go now, Florrie. And I want you back here when we agreed earlier, not a moment later. Do you hear me? Arthur, do take me back to London with you. I do want to come and see all the lunatics you told me stories about.
You know I can't do that. Not yet. Besides, it would upset you. You know it would. It would terrify
Maybe
you.
I want to be terrified.
Lucy!
Oh, Arthur, darling, you are funny. Tell me the story of Mad Mr. Renfield again. Tell me his story.
Lucy, do you know it already? Why did I ever...
Almost scared the pants off me. Tell me again, I thought it was funny. When I was a little girl, I made Papa tell me the same stories over and over.
Lucy!
Tell me! Tell me how once you went into a madman's padded cell.
Lucy, Mr. Renfield is currently in a private ward for his own well-being.
You could see by spreading bits of rations, he'd attract vast hordes of flies. Great, big, buzzing beasts with steel and sapphire in their wings. And the good doctor knew he could not deprive his patients of his pretty pets, so next time Doctor came to visit it was spiders. Spiders in great columns of spidery figures written in a notebook, recording their tiny lives and deaths. The fattest spiders, he's fed on the fattest flies.
You realise I broke a confidence telling you. The confessions between psychiatrists and madmen are as sacred as those between priest and sinner.
And 1 week later, tame sparrows. Next time Doctor came to visit, patient down on his knees, keening and fawning, and he said, Dr. Seward, please, can I have a little pussycat?
Lucy! What could have possessed me to tell you such a story?
Arthur, please stay with me tonight. Please.
Of course I'll stay with you, sweetheart. I'll stay with you all in.
Arthur, I mean it. Sleep with me. Hold me. Love me all night, Arthur. I am so terrified.
Lucy! You know I can't do that. Not in the absence of your sister, who is your guardian, Lucy. It is not fair of you to ask me.
Arthur, don't leave me alone.
Lucy! Sam Florian, what of yours is that if you move in the night, she will hear you.
She won't. She won't. Oh, please.
Lucy! Lucy, I'm going. I'll send Mrs. Manners in some brandy and water and something to help you sleep with. Once you're asleep, I'll come back in and I'll kiss you.
Come to me, my love. Come in.
God, there is no time to be lost.